वेलकम टू माय ब्लॉग। और मैं जैसे कि बता रही थी आपको कि मेरे को थोड़ा सा हेडेक हो रहा है, पता नहीं क्यों मेरे को हेडेक होता है। और मैं वर्कआउट करके मैंने जो भी मेरा हाउस होल्ड को वो सब कर लिया। अब मेरे को क्या 30 मिनट्स का वो टाइम मिलता है, तो मैं सोचती हूँ ब्लॉग में आई शुड जॉइन एंड टेल यू पीपल। ओके, हाँ, तो मेरी जर्नी मेरी ई कॉमर्स की जो भी जर्नी थी वो काफ़ी अच्छी थी। ओके, मैं पहले से सॉर्टेड थी क्योंकि लाइफ में क्या चाहिए वो मुझे पता था एंड आई नो कि ये सब चीज़ें मैं इजीली कर सकती हूँ। तो जब मैंने स्टार्ट किया था तब मैं उस टाइम बहुत ज़्यादा अलोन थी और नो वन लाइक किसी ने भी क्या करना है। आई जस्ट शिफ्टेड ओवर देयर एंड पहले तो मुझे यही नहीं पता था कि मेरे को एकदम अकेला छोड़ दिया है किसी ने, लाइक यू आर ऑल अलोन, ये भी नहीं पता था मेरे को। तो इट वाज ऑल ऑफ सडन। ओके, एंड जब मेरा इधर का जो भी जर्नी था, जब मैं शिफ्ट हुई इधर, तो ठीक है, एक एक चीज़ें मतलब सब कुछ खुद को ही करना था। ठीक है, और मेरे को बिल्कुल आइडिया नहीं था। मेरे पास मेरा बेटा था और मैंने ये सोचा था कि ठीक है, सपोर्ट है, लाइक दीज पीपल आर गुड, और मैंने ये सोच के ये सब किया। मेरे को बिल्कुल भी आइडिया नहीं था कि क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा है, बिकॉज मैं मदर थी और मेरे को इतना पता है मेरे को इसका ध्यान रखना एंड ये सब ठीक है। बट जब मैंने जर्नी स्टार्ट की, आई हैड दिस इंडक्शन छोटा वाला एंड पानी पानी की बॉटल। ओके, दैट वाज माय जर्नी एंड एक बेड प्रोवाइड किया था। ओके, एंड जब बेड प्रोवाइड किया तो मैंने आई आस्क्ड फॉर द फ्रिज एंड दे सेड ओके वेट विल ट्राई टू अरेंज दैट। ओके, आई वाज लाइक ओके कूल। तो मैंने इतना उस टाइम पे मैं क्यों सोचूं ये सब कि अपन को कोई ऐसे अकेला छोड़ दे और ये सब अपन को खुद को करना, मैं क्या सोचूं। उस टाइम मैंने कुछ भी नहीं सोचा था। आई हैड दिस iPhone 12 जो मैंने पहले सोचा था कि मेरा आगे काम आएगा। तो iPhone 12 था मेरे पास एंड मैं उस टाइम पे ना मेरे को वीडियोस बनाने का बहुत ज़्यादा था। ठीक है, और मैं बनाती थी बिकॉज आई लाइक टू डू व्हाट्स इनसाइड टू पुट आउटसाइड, लाइक वॉट एवर आई फील फ्रॉम इनसाइड आई नीड टू शेयर इट, अदरवाइज आई फील वेरी हैवी। तो मेरे को ये चीज़ मेरे उस टाइम पे भी थी। और मदरहुड एक ऐसे एक्सपीरियंस है, जब तक आप शेयर नहीं करो ना तो वो अंदर ही अंदर बहुत सारी चीज़ें ऐसे हो जाती है। और मैं थोड़ी टॉकेटिव थी, लोकैशियस जो वर्ड है जो मुझे मैंने टाइम में सीखा था वो कैब में, लोकैशियस, डिलिजेंट एंड दीज वर्ड्स आर कॉमन, यू शुड नो दैट। ओके, तो हमें वो कैब की वो 5 वर्ड्स का मॉक टेस्ट आता था तो थोड़ा याद रहता था। तो मेरे को ये वर्ड याद रह गया था, लोकैशियस करके, टॉकेटिव। और मैं बहुत ज़्यादा टॉकेटिव थी और अचानक से मुझे अकेला छोड़ दिया। ओके, एंड मेरे को ये नहीं पता था कि जो मेरे फ्रेंड्स है या उनको मैं कॉल करूँगी दे विल बिहेव इन दैट मैनर। पहली चीज़ तो ये। ओके, ये चीज़ें मुझे बिल्कुल भी आइडिया नहीं था। बट आई वॉज लाइक ओके मे बी मैं मदर हूँ इसलिए दे आर बिहेविंग दैट वे, तो मैं चला के आई यूज टू कॉल। अदरवाइज पहले आई वॉज इन लाइक दैट कि मैं चला के कॉल करूँ और ये सब करूँ। तो आई कॉल्ड एंड आई पुट माई सेल्फ आउट। ओके, लेट्स गेट द चेंज अकॉर्डिंग टू सिचुएशन। तो मैं चेंज किया मैंने मेरे रूटीन में। ये मेरा वॉकिंग टाइम था और मैं इस टाइम वॉक करती थी इवन दो आई वॉज जस्ट शिफ्टेड। ओके, क्योंकि मेरे को पहली चीज़ ये पता चली थी कि यार कोई मेरी हेल्प नहीं कर रहा है। ओके, दूसरी चीज़ ये थी कि यार अचानक से मुझे ऐसे छोड़ दिया, मतलब लाइक ओके किसी को कोई मतलब नहीं ऐसे करके। और तीसरी चीज ये थी कि मुझे खुद को मतलब घर और ये सब संभालना। तो मैंने क्या चीजें बहुत सॉर्टेड कर ली दिमाग में कि मुझे क्या क्या चाहिए और किस चीज की जरूरत है। तो उस टाइम पे मुझे पास्ता बहुत पता था तो मैंने मैक्रोनी ला के आई यूज टू डू इट, बट इट वॉज लाइक आउट ऑफ माई कॉस्ट। ओके, वो चीज़ एक ये चीज़ थी और एक ये चीज़ थी आई हैवंट पुट ऑल दोस kitchen masalas in my kitchen. Okay, what I did, I just got this Szechuan chutney and I just got one of the Maggi masala and mayo, mayonnaise. Okay, so these three things were my basic things and I was like okay I don't need all masalas and all, I can work with these things because if I need something to pour it, it's like Szechuan. In Szechuan there is oil, there is salt, there is chili and there is also some kind of turmeric. That's what we put in normal vegetables and all. So I use this smart way of creating my things on my own. but there was a problem to get the vegetable, and I know how in local areas these people work. Okay, so when I sense it ki, okay, these are taking advantage and they get to know that I'm alone, so they are putting the for 4 hours they are charging me 280 rupees there, because that time I already did one this thing vada pav wala thing. So they all juggle up to a group, okay, and they made this thing to make sure that I suffer for the basic things. Okay, that was not a case, but before early 3 months, how I emotionally charged me up. Okay, so when first thing I get to know that people won't help me. Okay, and the second thing, disappointment I got from friends. Okay, because I was there. Okay, when they needed me, I was there. Okay, it's not about calling, it's about meeting, and you juggle up, you call, okay, and you gossip. But I was like, okay, I never gossip about others, but I used to talk something different. Okay, so that was my behavior of putting things out. And when I put the things out, and my biggest, then I cried also for the friends. And then I remember one of the line said by my close one, that you always cry for friends and this and that, because that hurts me a lot. And that was one of my biggest you can say this thing. Okay, now I'm strong now, right now I don't bother about such thing, but now I become strong with experience and all. And then there was a scary night. There's no electricity. It just happened yesterday. Okay, and there was no electricity, and my neighbor, and she is also a woman. Okay, but she was not mother, so she doesn't feel the same way what I'm going through. Okay, even if I share now, she's like, oh, it's okay, my sister is also like that. So in-laws used to talk about potatoes and all, all those small pockets and small minded talks. Okay, they used to do that. And I remember one thing, as my experience I went through, then I know this same case scenario will happen with me. Okay, so I was prepared, and I walked with sweat coins, and I downloaded the app. And while walking, I got an idea that I can do this printify wala thing. And I was aware of this thing ki this what I want. Okay, this what I want, and I want to live my life on my own, and there should be people working in under me. I won't work for others. Okay, for sure. So that was my case. And so I hire a maid. First thing I did was I hire a maid. Okay, I was supported monetary in the starting of the months, and so that I understand the situation and all that what they did to me. And when there is an emotional weakness happen, so they can take the advantage, and they juggle, they group and put another example, so that my all worries and pain can be shattered. And this thing happened. And then next what happened is I come up with I'm like, I won't go anywhere and put but once I realize, okay, this is the high time, I need to work, I need to get liquidity, because it's touching my ego level also, and it's also touching ki, okay, that like Rashma, the girl, is working under this and that. So I went to Kia and looked for the job, and I talked. And that time I didn't understand what was happening, but I know that I need to get liquidity in my hand, and I need to work. So I give the interview and all. I didn't know, and it was first day, then it was second day. Then he was like 5 or 7 months old, I guess. Okay, and I was still traveling in auto, and I used to wait. That was my daily journey. And I don't like waiting for the basic things. Okay, I seriously right now also, if someone says me wait for water, wait for food, and wait for this thing, this is what we are putting in 2025. Literally, this is that time it was 2023, I guess. 2023, yeah, 2023 also. That was my mindset, that these things I won't even get to notice in my life or in my thought also. But now I understood. And when he was 5 months old, then the first heartbreak was there is no one to support me, and they are taking advantage of my life. Okay, and the second thing, when I come up with e-commerce, I put it on thread. I was working, okay, and it was Diwali time, near Diwali time, and his father called me. He's like, okay, I feel that I have done some mistake and all, I should accept you, this and that. And that time I was like, okay, I am super sensitive. I'm like, I can, if somebody does, I don't know, this is like, I don't know, I forgive easily maybe. So I was like, okay, maybe his future is safe, okay. So, and there's also community, you need to answer community and all also, that why she is doing again this and that. But even community people don't know that that was planned, and that how they planned to make her life so pissed off, so miserable. So that was the case. And when his father apologizes with tear in eyes and all, then I was like, okay, let's give it a chance. But the society people came to know that she is not going anywhere, she's working. Then they made this again a drama kind of thing, okay. And I was settling over there, and when I settled, and there were 4 people try to get us together, because obviously good people want good people life to be best and in a very good way. So but the 4 people have different criteria. This means 3 people are educated and 1 is not educated, okay. So that it was how it was planned, okay. And when I was having a problem again, then I shared, and I'm getting the other way around this thing, a reason to pinpoint my mistakes when I am not at all wrong, okay. And then that time I decided it's a high time to take a stand for me. So I observed the thing over there, and I shut my mouth, and I took the moment, and I just took a step. When I was here, so the first thing, the man who supported me is the landlord of this society, and I'm very grateful, and I do I'm grateful, and this is a favor for my life and my son's life. So I'm very grateful for him that he supported me at that time. And then when I realized the thing why they did that, this was all a drama they created in the world. Then that time even I don't know that the thinking and all this kind of process can be transferred and all. That time even I didn't know. Okay, now here comes the maid role. Okay, she was the only one who enters in my house and who do the household chores, okay. And she was she was very good, okay. Whenever I talk to them, there is a connection. So she was feeling that way, that how I am managing and all, because I didn't share to anybody, and these people even don't care, okay. So I get to know that, and they just transfers whatever the good qualities, and through the phone, kiss me. So that's how they did that. So but I was focused on my this thing, e-commerce wala thing, and I put there is a behind story that what thing I like, okay. Matlab how I can what thing makes me feel good about me, how I change my environment, okay, because I was at the lowest phase of my life. So when I created these designs, my sweat points, like early morning I used to walk and then go, and he was sleeping, and when he sleep, then mother had lot to speak about the life and all, and there was no one to share. The friends are shuttering me and this and that. Then I was like, okay, I was communicating through thread, okay. So I was focused in that, and when I communicated, and I remember the things which I like, okay, and then I put all those animated things in my designs and all. But I want to do more, and then I asked for help with my friend, and he helped me for sure. He helped me in a very good way. We have this understanding, okay, because we are of same generation. So I didn't judge him, he didn't judge me. So that's how we worked, and he got engaged. That I shared before also. And this thing happens when you work in a very good way and with a good intention, okay. Now my site is created, I created, and I was free of mind. I have done my like 80% of the things I have done now, I don't have to worry, okay. And people started recognizing it, and I was forgetting about my all worries and all, and I used to walk and taking care of myself in a very good way, and try to get that confidence and all. And they keep saying that the Rajmata girls, yes, Rajmata girls prove themselves in a very good way. So because they didn't gossip about other school, first thing, and the second thing, they improved themselves. That's what our school taught us in an extreme way also. Like, if people left you, but there was something inculcating the habits of learning, okay. So I learned it, I put the things out in the world. That's what my school taught me. I don't know about your school. And this thing happened, and then again there was some all of this mess in my head about doing the basic thing. I don't know how these things happen. So I got a bare minimum support, like 10,000, 5,000, okay. So I used to get the basics, and first thing I think of how I can make his belly to that level that he does not cry and he has a smile on the face, okay. So I know that what things I used to like in my childhood, what I want. So I was like, okay, let's do this, okay, this is a basic thing. So I put my, like, even that time you experience the same thing, like your childhood and this childhood. So I just get all those basic things and I just paid him, and I have no idea how to raise a kid and what to do. So I just put a good water and good food and good clothes. That's how I planned. And then I remember one thing, when in childhood I was I haven't shared this thing to anybody what I wanted. I was 3 years old and I was sent to Assam, and it was near Brahmaputra. There is a small village, or you can say small town. So I was there, and I want this kind of cycle, this, when I was 3 years old, this kind of cycle. So it was like, I remember that, and I didn't told tell anybody about that. So when I experienced this whole betrayal, then I promised myself he won't face any such kind of problem. So I bought this cycle, and I also put up a good party for him, so he won't feel that way. I used to admire, actually the thing is, when I was 3 years old, I used to travel, and I don't know why I used to travel so much. And I used to see people driving this cycle. Means, like, a child of my age used to get this cycle, and I didn't got it. So whenever I was here, when I was shifted here, then I was like 7. In 7th I got a good grades, and I got this cycle, Ladybird, and that was happiest day of my life. So I remembered all these things, so I put it. Right now he's happy, and I'm very grateful. So yeah, I was talking about e-commerce. I don't know how come this shifted this. Then after 10-11 months, when I was confident, I was confident about my lifestyle, I was confident about the people whom I have a good connection, and I was confident about my surrounding, that how they are and how they are not, okay. They are not taking me in a wrong way, they are not putting in a good way also. So everybody has their own judgments, and also I was like, with the time they will get to know, because it is in the system, and you don't have to be like every day don't have to explain yourself that who you are, what you are, this and that. When you have put in your system. And when I was getting focused in my shaping this e-commerce wala thing, and that moment I got puzzled, and I don't know what happened to me. And there was no moral support from anybody, no moral support. I was like, okay, I don't need that moral support. I remembered all those days when I was alone and I was doing best, whether it was exam, whether it was standing somewhere. And it was only my sister who was there with me, you know. Even in the wedding and all, whenever I used to go, I never, you know, took the plate and get the food on my plate. She was the one who would tell me, eat this. She was the one put a bite in my mouth, and all these kind of things happen. So I never did that. And then all of a sudden this phase in my life, and she has 2 children and she's juggled up, and she is still busy with her kids. And when the first baby was born, I didn't like it, because he's the one who's taking the place of my life, and I didn't like it. I told her that I don't like you, because this is not acceptable for me. ओके एंड ये सब मैंने उसको बोल के मैंने उससे दूरी बनाई ली थी, और मैंने उसको बोल भी दिया था कि यार तू तेरे बच्चों को भी संभाल, तू मेरे पास ध्यान ही मत दे, मैं कर लूंगी जैसे जो भी है. तो ये सब करने के बाद अभी जब दे व्हेन आई वेट